The incident took place on March 23, 2025. During an interview on ABC's This Week with host Jonathan Karl, Senator Bernie Sanders found himself at the center of a heated exchange that would quickly become a talking point across political circles. The interview, which was intended to cover a range of topics.
I am so impressed by her work in Congress and she inspires young people all over the country.
Would you like to see her joining the Senate?
Right now, we have, as I said, just a whole lot of people in the Congress. Okay, Jonathan, thanks.
Wait, I got one more. This is important.
Well, I asked you.
Okay.
You want to do nonsense, do nonsense.
No.
I don't want to talk about inside the Beltway stuff. I got 32,000 people.
I was just asking you about AOC because she was out there with you.
Fine, but I don't want to talk about
Took
this.
An unexpected turn when Karl broached the subject of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez potentially joining the Senate. The question, framed in the context of ongoing speculation about Ocasio-Cortez challenging Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer in 2028, seemed to strike a nerve with Sanders. Karl asked, "Would you like to see her joining the Senate?" referring to Ocasio-Cortez. Sanders, who has been on a speaking tour with the progressive congresswoman, dismissed the question as nonsense and attempted to leave the interview. "Right now, we have, as I said, just a whole lot of people in the Congress." "Okay, Jonathan, thanks," Sanders said, visibly frustrated. As Karl tried to continue the conversation, Sanders added, "You want to do nonsense, do nonsense. I don't want to talk about inside the Beltway stuff," before reluctantly sitting back down to answer one final question about his presidential plans. In a moment of candor, Sanders noted, "I'm 83 years old, and I'm tired." This exchange, captured on video and widely circulated on social media, sparked immediate reactions from political commentators, journalists, and the public. The incident was not just a momentary lapse in decorum, but a reflection of deeper tensions within the Democratic Party, particularly between its progressive and establishment wings. Context and significance. To fully understand the significance of this incident, it is essential to examine the broader political landscape of early 2025. Senator Bernie Sanders, an independent from Vermont and a leading figure in the progressive movement, has been a vocal advocate for policies aimed at reducing economic inequality, expanding healthcare access, and addressing climate change. At 83 years old, Sanders has been increasingly candid about the physical and emotional toll of his long career in politics. His recent Fighting Oligarchy tour, with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a rising star in the Democratic Party, has drawn massive crowds, including over 30,000 people at a rally in Denver. The tour has highlighted their shared commitment to progressive policies and their ability to mobilize a broad base of supporters. However, the political climate in March 2025 is fraught with tension. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, a long-standing figure in the Democratic establishment, recently supported a Republican-backed spending bill to avert a government shutdown. This decision drew sharp criticism from progressive Democrats, including Ocasio-Cortez, who called it a tremendous mistake. Schumer's move has fueled speculation that Ocasio-Cortez might challenge him in the 2028 Senate primary, a possibility that has divided the party and raised questions about its future direction. The incident on This Week must be viewed against this backdrop. Sanders' reaction to Karl's question was not merely a dismissal of inside the Beltway gossip, but a reflection of his frustration with the media's focus on party drama, rather than substantive policy issues. It also underscores the delicate balance Sanders must maintain as a bridge between the progressive and establishment wings of the Democratic Party. Historical context. The evolution of the Democratic Party. To fully grasp the implications of this incident, it is necessary to delve into the historical evolution of the Democratic Party. Over the past few decades, the party has undergone significant transformations, shifting from a coalition of labor unions, working-class voters, and Southern conservatives, to a more ideologically diverse coalition that includes progressives, minorities, and urban professionals. The rise of the progressive wing, often referred to as the Bernie Sanders wing, has been one of the most significant developments in recent years. Sanders' 2016 and 2020 presidential campaigns galvanized a new generation of activists and voters, pushing the party to embrace more ambitious policies, such as Medicare for all, a Green New Deal, and tuition-free college. This shift has not been without controversy, as it has often put progressives at odds with the party's establishment, which tends to favor more incremental approaches and pragmatic compromises. The tension between these two factions was on full display during the 2020 Democratic primaries. When Sanders and other progressive candidates faced off against more moderate figures, like Joe Biden and Pete Buttigieg, while Biden ultimately secured the nomination and went on to win the presidency, the progressive wing's influence continued to grow, particularly among younger voters and in urban areas. This historical context is crucial for understanding the dynamics at play in the March 23, 2020 incident. Sanders' reaction can be seen as part of a broader struggle within the Democratic Party over its identity and future direction. The question of whether Ocasio-Cortez should challenge Schumer is not just about individual ambitions, but about the soul of the party itself. Analysis: the political implications of the incident. Political analysts have offered several interpretations of Sanders' reaction. Some suggest that his frustration stems from a desire to protect Ocasio-Cortez from premature speculation that could pressure her into a high-stakes challenge against Schumer. Others argue that Sanders views such questions as distractions from the urgent policy priorities he and Ocasio-Cortez have been advocating, such as Medicare for All, a Green New Deal, and campaign finance reform. There is also the possibility that Sanders is uncomfortable with the idea of Ocasio-Cortez challenging Schumer, given Schumer's long tenure as a key Democratic leader, and the potential for such a challenge to disrupt party cohesion. The incident also highlights generational dynamics within the Democratic Party. Sanders, at 83, represents an older generation of progressive leaders who have spent decades fighting for systemic change. His mention of being tired during the interview adds a personal dimension to his reaction, suggesting that he may be grappling with the physical and emotional demands of his role. In contrast, Ocasio-Cortez, at 35, embodies the energy and ambition of a new generation of progressives who are eager to reshape the party and the country. The lack of immediate responses from Ocasio-Cortez and Schumer following the incident has only added to the speculation. As of March 24, 2025, neither has publicly commented on the exchange, leaving political analysts and party members to read between the lines. This silence may reflect a cautious approach to navigating the delicate dynamics within the party, but it also leaves room for further speculation about leadership transitions and electoral strategies. Survey note: detailed analysis of the video incident. This survey note provides a comprehensive examination of the video Bernie snaps when asked about AOC replacing Schumer, based on available reports and context from March 23, 2025, interviews and news coverage. The analysis aims to detail the incident, its background, and implications, offering a professional and thorough perspective for political analysts and interested readers. Incident overview. The video, reportedly from an interview on ABC's This Week, features Senator Bernie Sanders reacting strongly when asked by co-host Jonathan Karl about Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez potentially joining the Senate. This question was framed in the context of speculation about Ocasio-Cortez challenging Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer in 2028, especially after Schumer's support for a Republican-backed continuing resolution to avert a government shutdown drew progressive criticism. The interview, aired on March 20, 2025, captured Sanders attempting to end the discussion, calling it nonsense and refusing to engage in inside the Beltway stuff. The exchange, as reported by multiple news outlets, including Daily Mail, Fox News, and USA Today, included the following dialogue. Carl: would you like to see her joining the Senate? Sanders: right now, we have, as I said, just a whole lot of people in the Congress. Okay Jonathan, thanks. Sanders begins to get up. Carl: wait. Sanders: you want to do nonsense, do nonsense. I don't want to talk about inside the Beltway stuff. After some persuasion, Sanders sat back down and answered a final question about his presidential plans, stating, right now, I'm Vermont's senator. That's what I do, and I'm very happy to do it, and adding, I am 83 years of age, and I'm tired. This reaction was captured in video form, with YouTube and Rumble links providing visual evidence, though direct access to the video was not detailed in text reports. Contextual background: the incident must be understood within the broader political landscape of March 2025. Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez have been conducting a fighting oligarchy tour, drawing significant crowds, such as over 30,000 at a Denver rally, as noted by USA Today. This tour underscores their shared commitment to progressive policies, including economic inequality and healthcare reform. Simultaneously, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer's decision to support a Republican-backed continuing resolution to avert a government shutdown has sparked outrage among some Democrats, particularly progressives. This move, detailed in a Newsweek article, has fueled speculation about Ocasio-Cortez potentially challenging Schumer in 2028, given her representation of parts of Queens and the Bronx and her popularity among progressive voters. Schumer, up for re-election in 2028, has not commented on the speculation, and Ocasio-Cortez has not publicly discussed her political plans, adding to the uncertainty. This context explains why Carl's question might have been seen as sensitive, potentially threatening party unity, or prematurely positioning Ocasio-Cortez against Schumer. Political implications and analysis. The incident reveals tensions within the Democratic Party, particularly between its progressive and establishment wings. Political analysts, as cited in reports like The Independent, suggest several interpretations. Protective stance. Sanders may be protective of Ocasio-Cortez, aiming to shield her from premature speculation that could pressure her into a high-stakes challenge. Policy focus. He might view such questions as distractions from policy priorities, consistent with his focus on issues like healthcare and income inequality, as seen in his past statements on CBS News. Party cohesion. There could be discomfort with the idea of Ocasio-Cortez challenging Schumer, given Schumer's long tenure as a key Democratic leader, potentially disrupting party cohesion. This moment also highlights generational dynamics, with Sanders at 80 expressing fatigue and focusing on his current role, while Ocasio-Cortez, at 35, represents the future of progressive politics. The lack of public response from Ocasio-Cortez and Schumer, as of March 24, 2025, leaves room for further speculation about leadership transitions and party strategy heading into future elections. Unexpected detail. Sanders' age and fatigue. An unexpected detail from the analysis is Sanders' mention of being 83 and tired, which adds a personal dimension to his reaction. This could indicate not only political strategy, but also personal considerations, potentially influencing his willingness to engage in speculative party politics at this stage of his career. Conclusion and future outlook. As of March 24, 2025, this incident is likely to fuel ongoing discussions about the Democratic Party's direction, particularly the role of progressive leaders like Ocasio-Cortez and the future of establishment figures like Schumer. The lack of immediate responses from key figures suggests a cautious approach, but political analysts will continue to monitor how this moment shapes party dynamics and electoral strategies. The incident serves as a microcosm of the broader challenges facing the Democratic Party, as it seeks to balance the aspirations of its progressive base with the pragmatism of its establishment leadership. Whether this moment will be remembered as a minor blip or a turning point in the party's history remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the tensions and dynamics revealed by this incident will continue to shape the political landscape in the years to come. Expanded analysis. The broader implications for the Democratic Party. The incident involving Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is not an isolated event, but rather a reflection of the broader challenges facing the Democratic Party as it navigates a rapidly changing political landscape. To fully understand the implications of this incident, it is necessary to explore several key factors. The rise of progressive politics. The progressive wing of the Democratic Party has gained significant influence in recent years, driven by the energy and activism of younger voters and the leadership of figures like Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez. This rise has brought with it a set of ambitious policy proposals, such as Medicare for All, a Green New Deal, and tuition-free college, which have reshaped the party's platform and priorities. The role of the media. The media's focus on intra-party drama and speculation, as exemplified by Jonathan Karl's question, highlights the challenges faced by progressive leaders in maintaining a focus on policy issues. Sanders' frustration with Inside the Beltway stuff underscores the tension between the need for media coverage and the desire to avoid distractions from substantive policy debates. Generational dynamics. The generational divide within the Democratic Party, exemplified by the contrast between Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez, reflects broader societal shifts. As older leaders like Sanders grapple with the physical and emotional demands of their roles, younger leaders like Ocasio-Cortez are stepping forward to take up the mantle of progressive leadership. The future of the Democratic Party. The incident raises important questions about the direction of the Democratic Party. Will it continue to embrace the progressive agenda championed by Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez, or will it revert to a more centrist approach in an effort to appeal to a broader electorate? The answer to this question will have significant implications for the party's strategy and success in future elections. Conclusion: a turning point for the Democratic Party. The March 23, 2020 incident involving Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is more than just a momentary clash on. It is a reflection of the deeper tensions and challenges facing the Democratic Party as it seeks to navigate a rapidly changing political landscape. The incident highlights the rise of progressive politics, the role of the media in shaping political discourse, the generational dynamics within the party, and the broader questions about the party's future direction. As the Democratic Party moves forward, it will need to find a way to balance the aspirations of its progressive base with the pragmatism of its establishment leaders. The incident serves as a reminder that the party's success will depend on its ability to navigate these tensions and chart a course that reflects the values and priorities of its diverse coalition. Whether this moment will be remembered as a turning point in the party's history remains to be seen, but it is clear that the issues and dynamics revealed by this incident will continue to shape the political landscape in the years to come.